What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to show you guys how to boost your follower growth on Twitter. Over the years I've gotten numerous Twitter accounts, a large following using a number of different ways. So I got a lot of tips and tricks for you guys on how you guys can get more real followers. Now some of the people out there really give a damn about how many Twitter followers they have, and I guess that's understandable. You know, some people just go on Twitter to get what they need and then they leave. That's fine. But for the majority of the people out there, the people that want to actually get more Twitter followers, this is a video for you guys. Now I'm going to try to pack a lot of info in a short amount of time, so bear with me here. Later on I'll get into the nitty-gritty and the more concrete methods behind getting new followers, but these first steps are important too, so make sure and put all of these tips to use to get the best results and grow the fastest. Also guys, I'm going to be uploading a lot more social media videos like this, so please take a second right now and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos on how to win on social media. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so first of all, you want to have a nice looking Twitter handle, not too long, and you don't want it hard to understand. You know, this isn't your Bake login. So many times I see people with an egg avatar and a username like John8658655. It's ridiculous. Be clever with it, guys. Make it funny. Ultimately, you just want people to remember it and just for it to stick to the brain. Also, guys, choose a good profile name. Using your name is the obvious choice, or you can do some sort of play on your name, but there's a few other things that you should keep in mind. If you don't use your name, be clever or make it funny. Just make it interesting. You don't want a name that's hard to read and very long. Definitely don't use lots of unreadable characters. You can use special characters, but there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. If you use something like this, just be careful because a little can go a long way. It becomes unreadable very quickly, as you can see, as opposed to something like this, where you're using the characters as letters to trick the brain, and it's easy to read and it's concise. Also, upload a cool profile pic, guys. This is very underrated when it comes to seeing growth in your followers. You want something that's eye-catching, and if you can get something that's related to you directly in some way, that's even better. It could be artwork of some sort or something else. Again, it's very simple. Just keep things witty and interesting. You want to attract attention. In addition to a profile picture, you're going to also want an interesting header image. You want your header image to really attract attention. You want it to wow whenever you get the opportunity. A few good examples, the Onion always does a really good job of this. I always really like the Onion's headers. They always have really funny headers. I really like Toro y Moi also because he has a good profile image to go with it, and his header image is telling you how to pronounce his name. It's efficient use of space and it looks nice. Also a good example of following a design theme throughout your profile. You're going to want to follow the top users on Twitter. To see who the top users on Twitter are, you can use a number of different websites. Twitaholic is a good one, that's the one I use, but a Google search will give you a few more. Following these top users on Twitter will definitely get you more followers without a doubt. People are always constantly following these users' followers. A method that people actually used to use, they would constantly follow and unfollow these users, and then follow them again, obviously, so that they would be placed at the top of their followers list and then be followed by more people. However, I would not do this because Twitter has tightened up a lot on this method and they've been punishing accounts, so steer clear of that. Guys, the most important thing that you can do to get more followers is tweet good. This is very, very underrated. Tweet popular stuff. If you want your tweets to be popular, a good way to do that is to tweet popular content. You can find popular content using a site called buzzsumo.com. I'll include a link for that in the description. It's very limited for free, but it's still a great tool to find popular stuff to tweet. You can search a domain or you can search a keyword and it will list the content starting with the most popular content, or you can pick which content got the most shares via social network, in this case Twitter. It's a very powerful tool. Okay, next, tweet during the best times of the day. If you tweet during the best times of the day, you will get the most engagement and the most eyes on your tweets. For the most part, early in the mornings and mornings in general are not the best times to tweet because people are at school and working and sleeping. The later you get, the better it's going to be. The best chance for a retweet is going to be in the afternoon. Tweets at around 5 p.m. have the highest retweet percentage. So if you really want a tweet to go popular, your best bet is to tweet somewhere between 4:30 and 6 p.m. Tweet things that are shareable and retweetable, guys. Think about the types of things that you would like to retweet and share with your own followers, and this will help you think about the types of things that you would like to tweet. From what I see on my own timeline, things that are funny tend to get the most amount of retweets, but it's going to differ from user to user. Basically, to boil it down, tweets just can't suck. Have baller tweets and you will go far. I promise you that. If you want to grow an account fast, build an account around a common theme like a pop star or a popular movie series or something like that. These accounts grow really fast. All right, now we're starting to get into the nitty-gritty here. Okay, so this next method is by far the most powerful method that you can use to get you more followers. Follow people. If you do this and you were following all the other tips, you will get lots and lots of followers. This is the bread and butter to building a following on Twitter if you aren't famous or known for something else already. There's a right way and a wrong way to do it, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it right now. Now everybody hates using this method, and I get it. I know why people hate it. It's because if you follow lots of people that you don't give a shit about, then that completely defeats the purpose of using Twitter in the first place. There's no point in even having a Twitter if you can't see your timeline without it being cluttered by a bunch of people that you don't even care about. I'm going to show you guys a way around this. I'll show you how you can still see your regular Twitter timeline while following a bunch of people at the same time. So to do that, before you start following a bunch of people, go to your list of people that you follow and add every single one of these people to a Twitter list. You can call the Twitter list timeline or something like that so you know what it is. Again, just go through and add every single person that you follow to this list. You can view this list on desktop or when you're on mobile. This is your timeline. When you view this list, you're viewing your timeline. After you have created this a list for the people that you follow, you can start mass following people. First of all, if you're on a desktop, you're going to want to go to mobile Twitter because the mobile layout is just much better for this because it lists the followers and makes it much easier for you to view everybody. To get the mobile Twitter, just go to m.twitter.com. Okay, so from here, usually you would just go to a popular user's followers that you want to start following them, but I'll show you guys another trick that I use to get the most engaging followers. So click on your timeline and you can see everyone's tweets. Look for one of the most recent tweets, one that has a lot of retweets, one that's getting a lot of engagement. If you click on the retweets, it's going to show you everyone who retweeted that tweet, and you can follow all of these people. These are people who retweet, obviously. So these are powerful people. Then you can go to another recent tweet and continue to do the same thing. This will build you a following of users who are engaging instead of people who just look at tweets. You can follow people who favorited tweets too. If you have under 2,000 followers, I would only follow 500 people or less in a 24-hour period to be on the safe side. You don't follow too many people in a short amount of time, or else Twitter is going to suspend your following capabilities. The way to really make this method work, though, is your following to follower ratio has to be good, guys. The better your ratio is, the more followers you're going to get using this method. I like to buy followers to bump my ratio up, and you can really see this method start to work. Lots of people will start to follow you after that. If you boost past 2,000, it will get you past the following limit, and you can start following 1,000 people per day. So this is powerful if you want to start getting lots of followers fast. I use followersgrow.com. I'll put a link in the description. I've used others in the past, but I prefer Followers Grow because I've heard they have the safest and they have really good prices too. Okay, next you're going to want to unfollow the people who aren't following you back or who aren't interesting or active. Give people at least 48 hours to follow you back before unfollowing, or else Twitter's going to suspend your account. They hate it when people are constantly following and unfollowing people to get more followers, so give people some time before you unfollow them. To do your unfollowing, I use manageflitter.com. You can see that it lists all the people that don't follow you back. Like I said, give people at least 48 hours before unfollowing them. So click on order and then click on follow order, and it's going to show you the list of users who don't follow you or who don't follow you back in the order in which you followed them. So you're going to want to follow the oldest users first, obviously, and as you unfollow the people who don't follow you back, over time you're building up your followers. If you let enough time pass, you could even unfollow all these users, and most of them will probably still follow you. Another trick is to try to get high-profile Twitter users to follow you back. This is another instance where your following to follower ratio is going to matter a lot. If you get high-profile Twitter users to follow you back, it can be very, very powerful for getting new followers. For example, let's say you want Taylor Swift's followers. You could hypothetically somehow get Taylor Swift to follow you. When you follow her followers, they will see that she is following you, and then they're going to follow you back because they see that you're important. Now, this is just an example. I'm not even sure if Taylor Swift follows her followers or not. But there are some high-profile Twitter users out there who will follow you back if you ask them. Find out who they are and just find out the best way of asking them. So after you've been using the other methods for a little while, after you've been following people for a few days, you will want to start following the suggested users that Twitter gives you. A lot of these users have a high probability of following you back, but it also helps to build your following network. A lot of these users are either followers or followed by users that you already follow. So you're building a network of followers, of other followers, and it just adds to your social proof when they see that you're followed by their friends. Also, another thing that you're going to want to do, guys, is to help your follow back ratio is to pin your best tweet to the top of your profile. Find one of your best tweets with the most engagement and retweets and pin it. This is more social proof for your potential followers. It's all about creating an inviting experience when users click on your profile. This is going to get you the most amount of follow backs and ultimately the most amount of Twitter followers. So that's all I've got, guys. I hope this video has been helpful. If you found anything of value in this video, please do me a quick favor and hit the like button and also subscribe. I've got a lot of videos on the way that you guys aren't going to want to miss, so definitely hit that subscribe button. Thanks, guys.